Well, hello, hello. How are you doing, Zanondicar? How's the rest of your day? Hope it was not too busy a shift, but, you know, hope he's keeping busy enough. Keeping the shop going, that sort of thing, yeah. Good to hear, good to hear. We've got the box here ready. I'm also going to be doing a little bit of Cooking Simulator after this is all opened up and finished. I've been playing a bit of regular Cooking Simulator, and it's very stressful, as it should be. But there is a DLC called Cakes and Cookies. We're going to play that, and it's a bit more of an interesting experience where it's a little bit less stressful, because the idea of it is less of like you are making a meal for a person who is waiting on it right away. The idea is that you're making as much product as possible to put out, and then the day goes by and you see what people buy. Like a real bakery, basically. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that. I've got a nice little prop ready for it as well. But when it comes down to the booster box we're looking at right now, I'm not certain if there's any specific card that I'm really looking to get. It's more just sort of like, I like the cards that are in here. Like, the set just, like, looks really fun, you know? Oh god, my keyboard. My keyboard. What are you doing? I need to move my keyboard out of the way because it's, But basically, like, I'm moving everything out of the way so I can actually, like, put the camera set up and get the, my playmat there, and, oh god. It's going everywhere. Oh, Overcooked is a fantastic game. That's really, really fun. Cooking Simulator is, again, it's like one of those simulator games where it tries to go for the sort of realism factor. But I don't think the developers know what physics are, because generally speaking, when you flip a piece of fish in a pan, it's not meant to just sort of like land on its side 8 out of 10 times and sit there. It usually would just fall straight down. It's not a solid piece, but you know, that's how physics work apparently. Yeah, so many legends. There are really interesting legends. You see, that's fair. I feel like this set has got some really interesting legends in, like you said, but it's also just got... The cards aren't necessarily super powerful. It's just it's one of those sets where it's interesting, and it's going to bring out a lot more options for deck building, especially with EDH like we play. What I'll do is I'll swap over to the box opening window. There I am, and we've got our box right here. So yes, it's a set booster box of Dominaria. I should probably turn the brightness down a little bit on the camera. Just bear me 2 seconds. It's yeah, it's trying to boost the brightness up a little bit too much there, so I'll just and the contrast. What's it doing? There we go. That's better. Okay. Hey, Errol, how you doing? Chombus. That's me. I'm a chombo. But yeah, we've got a box of set booster boxes. So it's 30 packs. And it says there is a box topper as well, apparently. So, I don't know what that could be. That's it's kind of new to me, you know. Sorry, I'm sorry that me putting it down just shakes the camera. It's because I've got it like sort of put up here. I need to have my my webcam mic on just so it's as loud as possible whenever I hit the table. Not much, Errol. I've been off this week, so I'm just sort of getting a few streams in here and there. A couple more weeks of work after this week, and then a week off, and then start my new job. So, plus with the whole sort of like Queen passing away yesterday, because our job involves going to people's houses, they're putting out memos saying like, oh, be very careful and be very empathetic and be very gentle. And it's like, nah, screw that, mate. I'm going to do the what's it called? The bailiff knock. Tell us about your habits, love. And I'm sure people will really appreciate that. Hey, Maclu, I hope you're having a good day. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, I can't really get this camera zoomed in anymore unless I want to degrade the picture quality. So this will have to do, but I think you can kind of see what's going on here. So yeah, it should be okay. And I've got my webcam here. You can see like where my finger is relative to the camera, so it's like ooh, 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 ooh. Fingers are touching. on Twitch. I'll get a 7-day suspension. Okay. So I just started up stream a little bit early just to kind of get people in, get things ready. The other thing that I got was this that you provided to me as an undercart, which is the promo, which is do we have any Warhammer fans by any chance? So they're doing a crossover of Warhammer and Magic the Gathering, and we've got this spell called Fabricate, and they've done Warhammer themed artwork, and they've also got the skull logo. You can see it on the side there with the set logo there. I really like that artwork. It's just like, it's unique compared to other generally just compared to other artwork, you know, and that you get in Magic. I really like that. I'm gonna keep it sleeves and just put it to the side because I don't think I'm gonna use it in a deck, honestly. It might work in my Urza deck, but I'm not certain. But I have it here ready just in case I need to use it for something. Let me just change something on my webcam. It's looking a little bit dull. Yeah, saturate it a little bit. Get the gain up a tiny bit. Oh god, that's way too bright. Hello? Brightness up. Just brightness up a little bit. Computer, come on. You don't have to jump to like 500 straight away. Okay, there we go. Ready for Freddy. I mean, I will eat Freddos until the sun goes down. But I don't have any Freddos in the fridge, so I can't really do it, unfortunately. Not this stream, anyway. Your internet cut. Oh, I hope it's doing okay now. Hope you're not on Twitch Mobile, because Twitch Mobile sucks. That's okay. We are going to open up our set booster box. Yeah, stupid phone. You make me look bad. Let's get this opened up. Oh, as well, I should show as well, these are the cards that we're looking for when it comes to power level, or like the big hits. So we've got Liliana of the Veil, nice reprint Planeswalker. It's always a good call in any kind of like discard deck or hand hate, basically. We've got the new Sheoldred, which will also have a Phyrexian version, I believe. Timeless Lotus. We've got Serra Paragon. Then the Phyrexian version of the new Ajani Planeswalker. I'll see if I get that, actually, because all of the last sets that I've opened on stream that have a Phyrexian card in, I've gotten a Phyrexian text card. I don't know if it's guaranteed, but I've gotten it, so, you know. And then that language that you are looking at... Hi, Jules. Hang on, let me just... Oh, wrong button. The language that you are looking at is a language based in Magic the Gathering called Phyrexian. And it's basically a race of super machines that essentially just remove any organic stuff out of a being and replace it with machinery to make them perfect or completed, as they call it, with an A in it. Which doesn't really make sense when it comes to the spelling, but it's like when the pleat part, Pleated. So pleated, so completed. And poor Ajani there is looking a bit worse for wear. Or more cool, depending on how you look at it. But yes, we are going to see if we get any of those cards, because those are the big ones that we want. And also that blue card. I don't really know if I'm super fussed about getting that one. Yeah, it's only been recently, really, Jules, that they've started printing Phyrexian cards. Phyrexian text cards, that is. Because... basically, there was like a few letters that we knew of, but in the text, but we didn't really have a finished version of the full thing. But now we do. So, yeah, it's been around a while. It's been in the sort of the lore of the game for a long time. But yeah, cheers and Undercar, really appreciate it. So we've got our box topper there. I'm not sure. Oh, it's stuck down to this. That's kind of annoying, but. That'll be Joda. Oh, that's all the Planeswalkers in the artwork. The two little globs of gloop on there, as you can see in the reflection. That is kind of cool artwork, though, I will say. That's the main thing for me, is the artwork in Magic. I love the artwork and what they do with it. Oh, and they've got a iguana on the back of it as well. Why not? Why not? Put that to the side. so we have 30 boosters, I believe. So let's get these out, get them ready. Let's see what you say there. You played Magic Legends when it launched. It was I heard that as well. It was just one of those things of like, they really tried, but it doesn't really suit that necessarily, that sort of style of game. If that's the game I'm thinking of. But either way, it's like, you know, they shut down the... Oh, really? Oh, that sucks. So yeah, we've got 30 boosters here. I'm going to put my box over here and put the empty wrappers in when we're done. So it doesn't stick to everything. It's kind of crazy that they shut down everything and it's just like, it's just no longer a thing. But it is what it is, you know. I'm going to open a few packs before I open this box topper. I don't even know what can really be in this. I haven't really looked at anything that's specific there. Unless it's literally just like a card, like a Legends card that is like foil or something like that. I have no idea. But either way, we should start with just some regular packs, just to get into the feel of it. I also know that there are a few really good... there is a few really good regular uncommons that you can get. And just other cards that are just sort of useful. So like Relic of Legends, that uncommon. It's the 3-mana Mana Rock. That is going to go up in value most likely. As a member of our Magic group has pointed out, it's very good in 5-color decks, or even 4 or 3-color decks, with Legends in it. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing what happens with that, you know? Okay, so enough talking. Let's drag this over here a bit. There we go. Let's get the first pack open, see what we get. So... I'm going to keep an eye out on all of the commons and uncommons and such, because there could always be something good. Now that is nice artwork. That's very good. What card is that for? Ooh. What card is that for? Bone Splinters. That's the Bone Splinters artwork. That's lovely. Is that the alternate art version? That's wonderful. Ooh. I'm going to put that to the side. Okay, we've got a Plains. I'll put these to the side here. We've got Juniper Order Rootweaver, Taggled Islet, Termite Herbalist, Eerie Soul Tender, Bone Splinters, I believe, Deathbloom Gardener. Ooh, yes, 3-mana 1/1 Death Touch, add 1 mana of any colour to tap. That's pretty good. So here comes the uncommons here. So I'll just put the commons on the side here. So we've got Tori. I can't believe I'm unboxing a Tori. Unbelievable. Tori Davenant, the Fury Rider. So that's very much a Cult of Mothman card, isn't it? Choking Miasma. I'm going to have to move my microphone up a tiny bit. 2 seconds. Just so it's not in the way of my arm when I move around. There we go. Okay, that's common. Territorial Marrow. Good old Marrow. So that's our first Balmor, like Balmoral. Oof. Rip. That's one of these stained glass cards. Lovely looking. Really love what they've done with the artwork in this set. And then first rare is a Sulphurous Springs. I actually already have one of these that I've opened from a pre-release pack. But I like these lands. It's good to have them. In any kind of like 5-color deck or just like even a 3-color or something like that. It's just good to have these lands, I think. Just for the instant choice of mana. So I'm going to put that here. And then our foil is Tribute to Urborg. It's having a great time trying to... There we go. Tribute to Urborg. That's our first foil. And then nothing. No No list card. That's the other thing we're looking out for as well. If we get any good list cards that can really make or break the box. If you can get a really good pull, it can like really bump up the value. So again, I'm happy with those lands. The more lands of those that I get, the better, because it means just better mana fixing for most of my decks. I'm never going to complain about that. Side there. Okay, second piece of artwork. I'm getting a very sort of Zendikar, newest Zendikar set feel from that. And that's Balduvian Berserker. Okay. Oh, okay, so the land here is a foil stained glass forest. I'm going to bring that closer just so we can focus on it, because that is beautiful. Look at that thing. The detail on that artwork is amazing. I can see a lot of people wanting a full deck of these sort of cards. Especially in foil, that is, like... I know we've got some people in our EDH group that hate foil cards, just will not touch them, but that looks amazing. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm keeping a hold of that for certain. Okay. There he is. Outrider. Again, it's going in the commons pile. Sacred Peaks. And it's tapped. Artillery blast him. Smash to dust. On to the uncommons. Sengir Connoisseur. So that's a vampire, so that'll probably go into Ophelia's vampire deck. Let's see, 5 mana, 3/3 of flying. Not a great stat line, but whenever one or more creatures die, put a +1/+1 on it. Or put a +1 counter. This ability only triggers once each turn. That is kind of annoying, actually. Only once per turn really sort of like hinders this card quite a lot. You can tell they've kind of realised that they shouldn't have too much power creep halfway through designing cards. And yeah, it's kind of coming back to bite them, because then no one really plays them anything other than a draft. I'm actually going to put the lands and the art cards over here, so they're kind of out of the way. Lands down here. Jodex's codexes. Crap. There we go. 5 tap, draw card. This ability costs 1 less for each basic land type I'm on. So, wait, so that's 5 mana, and then if you have a 5-color deck with basic land types, you can just tap and draw a card. That's great, right? I love the detail on the edges of the pages as well. It's got the rainbow effect on. That's really cool. On the pile. So we've got that new artwork for Cut Down. Yeah, lots of cool domain cards. Really good to see, because I only really have one 5-color deck now, but I can swap it out for different things, and I love the idea of 5 colors. Cut Down is a good card. I've got Balduvian Atrocity. Yeah, similar to Fatal Push, I was going to say. Not as good as Fatal Push, but still good. So that's the stained glass version of Torre Davenant. Davenant. And then our rare is here, and it is Nemata, Primeval Warden. A tree folk. How wonderful. And a foil is Yavimaya Iconoclast. That's a Gruul creature. There's the red in the... Well, I'm thinking of Commander type, EDH. Oh, yes, it can be a 3 mana 4/3 with haste, if you want it to be. Otherwise, it's a 2 mana 3/2 with trample. That's not bad. And then nothing in the last slot. But yeah, there's a lot of really good uncommons in this, so I'm definitely keeping an eye out for them. Okay, oh, we've got a signed art card. But someone didn't know where to put the pen, and they just kind of went, am I signing here? And that was their signature. That looks nice, though. That is for Shana Purifying Blade. Nice. Do I sign here or here? Oh. Too late. Yeah, put that to the side. We have just a basic mountain. So we've got for commons Wooded Ridgeline, Gitu Amplifier, Impulse. I get the feeling that'll be useful in quite a few things. Plus that artwork is really nice. Look at that. Gorgeous. The top 4 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom. I feel like that would be really useful in quite a lot of situations. I'm actually gonna put that one to the side so it doesn't get mixed in with other commons and such. It's a common, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, uncommons. Balduvian Berserker. We've got the artwork for that. Dragon Whelp. Classic reprint. Got the face on that one. We've got Nail. Avizoa Aeronaut. Elf Scout. Slimefoot Survey. That's what it says, Slimefoot? Yeah. Domain, search your library for up to 2 lands that each have a basic land type. Bottom to the battlefield, tap and shuffle. Then look at the top X card of your library where X is the number of basic land types. Put up to 1 of them on top of your library and the rest on the bottom. Interesting. It's basically just reorder the top of your deck, basically. Take that. This is Vohar Vodarian Desecrator. Phyrexian Merfolk Wizard. Uh-oh. That's in the stained glass finish. Yeah, the Gentbot's going for it, and I love it. I live for it, honestly. We've got Queen Alanal of Ruadach. That is beautiful artwork, isn't it? Power numbered equal to the number of creatures you control. One or more creature tokens will be created. The tokens plus a 1/1. So that'd go quite well in my tokens deck, for certain. I would prefer it to be the regular art, though, so I guess we'll find out if I get that one. And then rare is Rivaz of the Claw. I've seen a lot of these being opened up, so it's an interesting one. Vishano as well. Viashino? One of those two. It's all about dragons, baby. Put that in the rare pile. Then we've got, oh, a foil Impulse. There it is. Wonderful. And we've got nothing and a soldier token. So nothing amazing so far. Your computer locked up and you had to restart. Why is it everyone watching my stream is like, oh, my internet crashed. Oh, my computer locked up. Like, what's going on? What am I doing to your computers? Call Dell support. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Well, fuck it up. Don't do that. Oh, I'm so cursed, babes. So true. Oh, that's nice artwork. I know Mr. Government, and he's going to get you in trouble. Sorry, Swamp. Shield Wall Sentinel. That's Gibbering Barricade. I thought it said Glittering. Floriferous Vine Wall. That's a Defender Plant Wall. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 6 cards of your library, reveal land. It's pretty good if you make a Defender deck. Phyrexian Missionary. That sounds painful. Let's not do that. Cool design, though. That's an uncommon. So I'll put that in the uncommon pile. Oh, I love this artwork. Aron Banalia's Ruin. Oh, look at that. Like the armor and the shield melting. So cool. I love that design. Side. Inscribed tablet. Sacrificing to reveal the top 5. Put a land into your hand, the rest in the bottom. If you didn't put a card into your hand this way, draw a card. That's kind of cool that it's got the sort of like sympathy if you get it wrong. That's Cult Conscript. Skelly Boy. That is Lagomos, Hand of Hatred. So there's a lot of legend cards that are going to be really interesting. See how I can put them into a deck or just even make a brand new deck. Got this one, which is Baird Argivian Recruiter. That's really nice artwork. Ooh, hello. Urza Assembles the Titans. I think this is going to be a very good saga as far as I can tell. Scry 4, you can reveal the top card of your library. If it's a Planeswalker card, reveal it this way, put it into your hand. You can put a Planeswalker card with mana value 6 or less from your hand onto the battlefield. And then third one is, of course, you can activate loyalty abilities twice this turn. That's kind of crazy. Ooh, and our foil card is a foil alternate art Shivan Reef. That's quite nice. Like that. It's probably not worth anything, but it's still kind of cool. The lands aren't going... This land cycle isn't very, like, sort of high value one. But I really like that. That's really nice. I'll go well on someone's deck. I don't really have any Izzet decks thinking about it. Let's leave that up just so I have it. Put it to the side. And then... Oh, got a list card. We have a Nova Cleric. Probably not worth anything, but that's kind of cool. Although you can pay 3 and tap to destroy all enchantments. That's an Enchantment Wrath on a 1-drop. There's a 1-drop 1/2 as well, so that's interesting. I'm just going to check how much that is, actually. Just to get an idea for it. It's over here. That's Nova. Let's have a look. I was going to say it's great in your Athreos deck, isn't it? It is 34 cents. Not bad, not bad. I'll find a use for that, though. That's quite good. I like that pack. Shivan Reef's about 10. Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. Plays for a couple of packs, so, you know. Okay, let's get another pack opened up. What we've got here, we've got a nice piece of stained glass artwork there. We've got a regular non-foil but stained glass swamp. That's beautiful. Clockwork Drawbridge. Academy Wall. Again, more defender walls. Molten Tributary. Tributary? I don't know how you pronounce that. Electrostatic Infantry. Oh, straight onto the uncommons. Okay. Najal. Perloon Battle Hymn. So that's that is a... That's a Boros card. Yeah, it's got the white. Deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If it was kicked, you gain 4 life. Oh, that's interesting. So 4 mana for deal 4, gain 4. Interesting. Twinferno. What we got said there? What are your thoughts on the tap lands with the basic types? Well, yeah, that's the thing, is that even though they are tap, having the basic land types can really help out. So I feel like at a bare minimum, it replaces... I think it's better than any, like, life lands where you, like, enters tapped and then you gain 1 life. I think it's better than those because of the land types. I think that's more useful, honestly. I would always keep a hold of them just for the basic land types, because that makes such a difference for, like, fetching and stuff like that. Right, so we've got Nael, Avizoa Aeronaut. Oh, hello. We've got a alternate art Joda. Non-foil, but that's a very nice card. going to sleeve that up, because that's, as far as I can tell, that's a really good card. Not bad pull at all. I've got my sleeves over here. It's a bit closer, so I've got them ready. Right, silly USB stick out of the way. And then we've got, oh, even better. We've got a Serra Paragon. That's a very good pack. Got an alternate art mythic and then Serra Paragon mythic. This is worth, I think, £20. This one. Maybe 15 to £20. I think it's like $20. That's a really good hit, so I'm going to sleeve that up as well. Boom, double hit. Can't beat that. A couple of good mythics. And then our foil is... yeah, 2 mythics, 1 pack. Hell yeah. We've got Furious Bellow. Keep hold of that. That's a foil. And then token with a 4/4 flying dragon. For things that create dragons, obviously. Token generation. Next pack. So we've got 4 packs left in this first of 3 stacks. So this is pack number 6, I think? Yeah, pack number 6. Come on. There we go. Okay. That's a beautiful piece of artwork. That's just for the regular planes. That's beautiful. That there. Like that. This is another regular planes, but a different piece of artwork. Is that... yeah, that's Seb McKinnon. Say what you all about the controversies and all that. Seb does beautiful artwork. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous artwork. It's like eerie and beautiful at the same time. Absolutely love that. That's a really nice piece of artwork. Right, so we've got the Lanoir Stalker. Argivian Phalanx. Tarlas, look out! So bad. Oh, that's going into the... I need to go into the commons pile. Shut up, you dum-dum. Right, some people have their own views, and those views can be very strange. But, you know, even if they have strange views, they can still make beautiful things. It is what it is, what they said, but you know what? I have their views. So we've got there a Vashino Branch Rider. That's last common of the pack. Then we've got Urtai Scorn. I think that's a... yeah, it's a counter spell. Costs blue less if an opponent casts 2 or more spells this turn. That's quite good. I think that's quite a good counter spell. Vohar, Vordalian Desecrator. That's quite nice. We've got an Elvish Hydromancer. Djinn of the Fountain. Urg, Spawn of Turg. He just ate Shrek, as you can see. It's cool artwork. Alright, so we've got Ratatouille of Urborg. It's a zombie wizard, interesting. Vigilance ward 2 other zombies you control have vigilance. Whenever a legendary creature you control dies, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's not legendary. And it's a 2/2 black zombie. Interesting, okay. Right. And now foil is this boyo here, Aaron. Yeah, exactly. Tap baker food. Nice. Foil, there we go. And then nothing. I still feel like it's such a waste for them to make cards right at the back that aren't actually anything. They're just advert cards. Like, not even a token, just like, by the way, you can go to this thing. By the way, you can do this thing. It's like, Like, these are both adverts for Arena. Like, you could at least make one of these a token. Like, it would actually have some use to it. This is just an advert. It feels like a waste. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, it is a bit just like, really? Really? Oh, well. Okay, let's open this up. Okay. Oh, there she is. The gal herself. The MILF, the MILF. The mom is Liliana for real. That's like the old Liliana artwork. Indeed. Sideways there. Got a foil swamp. That's also Seb McKinnon artwork. That's nice. A bit more plain, but you can see it in the log and the skeleton thing at the side there. It's very reminiscent of his style. Kind of see it immediately, but foil swamp's always nice. Right, so Sunlit Marsh, Mesa Cavalier, Phyrexian Warhorse, Argivian Cavalier, but not Phyrexian. We've got Zar Ojanen, or Janan. It's a cat warrior with domain. Comes tapped, but plus +1 counter on each creature you control with toughness less than the number of basic land types among lands you control. Interesting. So that's going in uncommons. Neshoba Brawler. Hey dude, check out that Phoenix chick. Quite good 1/1, isn't it? Flying Haste can't block. Like with 3 more creatures, you can pay 2 and bring it back with a +1/+1. And it's attacking when you do it as well. That's really good. Garnet, Bloodfist of Keld. That's a human berserker. There she is. Rada. Coalition Warlord. That is gorgeous artwork of her. Not necessarily for me, the card, but the card artwork's beautiful. And our rare is a Yavimaya Coast. We always do with one of them. So the artwork's beautiful. Lovely. Our foil is Electrostatic Infantry. Is it like so? Like here, like, ooh, look up the secret lair. But also, you can use this card because it's a soldier. Like, why not? What's wrong with that? Use it one side for advertising, one side for tokens. Simple, right? I don't know. Okay. So another one. So right now we've gotten, what am I going to say, like 10, 20, 30, $35 so far value. Which is not bad, considering we've only opened about a third. We've got more set list chances. God damn it, you got me. But yeah, 35-ish is pretty good. So we've got some artwork there. Another Seb artwork. That's 3 Seb land arts in a row, and that I really like that one. That's beautiful. It's going straight into the Goblin deck. Heroic Charge. Kick the spell +2/+1 until end of turn. If it was kicked, gain trample until end of turn. It's pretty good. Elden Strike Team. Captain's Call. Not bad. Scout the Wilderness. Search the area. Elfhame Worm. Or Elfhame. I don't know how you pronounce it. Right, okay. Fires of Victory. That's the first uncommon. Got Rulik Mons. So it goes with Pashalik Mons. That's the Warren Chief. Ooh, so it's Gruul Elves. Elves. Gruul Goblins, okay. Interesting. Got Sprouting Goblin. So there must be Gruul for this set specifically. Yeah. Interesting. We've got a Tatyova. Steward of Tides. And we've got an Urborg Lurgoyf. Is that one of the first creatures that's just called Lurgoyf? Rather than like Tarmogoyf or something else Goyf? Either way. Kind of an interesting rare. We've got Volch Tide Turner. Yeah, the artwork is amazing, isn't it? That's our foil. And oh, we have a list card. We have Probe. Draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards from your hand. You pay the kicker cost. Target player discards 2 cards from his or her hand. Interesting. It's 5 mana. Draw 3, discard 2, and then target opponent discards 2. Not amazing, but... And it's sorcery speed, which kind of sucks, but, you know. Lurgoyf was the first one. Ah, I got you, okay. Wasn't aware of that. First Lurgoyf was called Lurgoyf. Got you. Give me 2 seconds. Yes. Check something. Okay, let's move on to next pack. Have a sip of juice. Juice. Pure juice. Right, okay, pack number 9 out of our box. Let's see what we get here. Oh. I will say I'm kind of preferring opening set boxes rather than collector boxes now. I've opened plenty of collector boxes. I've got my 5 ones here, like the Modern Horizons 2, Commander Legends, Kamigawa, Nuka Penna, and Innistrad Crimson Vow. I kind of prefer these now, because as much as it's kind of cool that you can, like, with the collector boxes of this, you can get, there's like, oh, there could be a Legends card in there. It's like, okay. I feel like there's quite a lot of bad Legends cards that you can pick. Some good ones, which are crazy, but I mean, really. Yeah, collectors are very swingy, that's the main thing. Whereas with set, you can get quite a lot of good rares and like useful uncommons and more mythics than you'd expect generally. Those nice basics will hold the value a lot better. Yeah, exactly. So we've got the artwork of Ertai Resurrected. And we've got another one of those stained glass swamps. Charismatic Vanguard. Essence Scatter. Phyrexian Vivisector. Phyrexian Rager. Right, onto the uncommons. Tatyova, Steward of Tides. That artwork is gorgeous on that, look at that. Who did that one? Howard Lyon. Lovely. It's a Coral Colony. Walking Bulwark. Again, more defender stuff. Another one of the Queen Alanil. There's a Nail. Lovely. Oh, hello. Sheoldred. The Apocalypse. The Apocalypse. That's a good hit. That's the second most expensive out of the regular cards, if I remember correctly, that we've got here. You see it on the left there, next to Liliana. Other mommy. I mean, there's a lot of her to love, that's for certain. That's a good hit. So we'll sleeve that up straight away. And we just need a Liliana and then we're sorted. We've got a Serra Paragon and a Sheoldred. And a foil Negate. And I always need a Goblin token. I can never get a Goblin token when I need it, so that'll come in useful. Right, on to pack 10, and then we've got another 20 to go, so that's really good. It's only the first third of the box, and what's it, like 50-something quid? I'll take that. Probably 55, 60 quid at this point. Yeah, that is nice artwork, that, isn't it? Looks menacing. Compared to other goblins, which just look dumb. Right. This artwork is Zur, Eternal Schema. The Seb Swamp artwork, but not foil this time around. Very nice. Right. Fraction Espionage. Yeah. Geothermal Bog. It's like the toilet after I've had something very sugary and oily. Ho ho! Flowstone Infusion. Banalish Sleeper. Quick, guys, wake him up. I do like that artwork, though. That's very nice artwork. With, like, the claw coming out of him from the shield. I just love the idea of, like, the creatures being designed by the Phyrexians to look just like regular soldiers with the same technology and everything, but actually the technology just turns into their, you know, their claws and crazy stuff. It's really cool. Yeah, they're very cool. Blight Pile. That looks very nice. Again, a defender. 3/3. Wingmantle Chaplain. Strength of the Coalition. So that's a 1 green mana. Target creature you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If it was kicked, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. So 4 mana and it's green-white. It is +2/+2 and then also +1 counter on every creature. That's really good for 4 mana, I feel like. I feel like that would be like a 5 or 6 mana effect. Quite a lot of other sets. We've got a Stained Glass Tori Davenant. First rare is Braids, Risen Nightmare in the Stained Glass. Very cool design. Very nice artwork. And the second rare. Look, it's the Raven Man. Oh, the other mommy. There's so many mommies in this set, isn't there? The Raven Man. Look, guys, it's the Raven Man. And that. Oh, wow. Okay. You remember I was... Okay. You know I was saying about getting good pulls from the list? Yeah, I'll show you. I got a good list card, okay? You ready? So our foil is... that says... Magnagoth Sentry. And our list card... Khan Liberated. Now that... is a good pull. That's a very good pull. Now how much does that go for? Let's find out. Khan Liberated. The list. There isn't a price for it, but I'm guessing it's around sort of like $20-something, like $25. The only one that's ever gone for more, really, is the Ultimate Box Topper version or the Double Masters alternate art. But that is a really good set list pull. Fantastic. That's what you want, is like the sets, the list slot in the set boosters is kind of what makes it worth it, I think. Other than the higher chances of getting more rares and mythics. That... Why is it struggling to focus? What? You can see what I'm holding up to the camera, so like... Yeah, I was going to say it focuses on this. There we go. Weird. But that is certainly going into a deck. I'm not sure which one. But, yeah, that's... Woof. I'll take that. Goodness me. Gotten some really good pulls so far. Wow. Okay. Oh, text message, 2 seconds. Oh yeah, I was bidding on an iPad Air that was going for a decent price. Because it was like someone hadn't used it and it was just like new. And I was like, oh, I'll put a bid on it, you know, sort of like a reasonable price. Because they go for like 550 quid new, 560 pounds for the newest version. And I was like, try and snag it for like maybe 350, 400 if there's not too many bids. Yeah, it just went up to 500 pounds and just sold there. It's like, I'll pass. Bit much for me, I think. But never mind. Maybe another day. Okay. Okay, that first stack was fantastic. Of all of those set boosters. That was really good. Let's open up our box topper and see what we get. I'm actually just going to put the this back in with the regular uncommons. No biggie, because I can just sort through them later. And then just make these a bit more neat. Dibs on a Sandman. Oh, okay. Alright, let's see what we get then. Again, I have no idea what you can get out of these. I'm guessing it's just like a legend. Right, let's have a look. What do we get? There's already a bit of curling. It's a foil. And we get... Ramirez! Take out that Burger King! Ramirez! Okay. I mean... Not the worst, but it is an uncommon, which kind of sucks. But, you know. But yeah, it is a Pirate Papa. Look at that cheeky little face. Come on, focus in on it. There you go. Papa. Papa. All of your Magic the Gathering crushes, oh dear. I'll sleeve it up because, I mean, it is a curly boy. Not the worst, but not the best either. I'll have to look up what it is you can actually get in that slot because I have no idea. Yes, I don't care. No one cares that I didn't get that. It's fine. Okay, let's move on to our second pile of cards. Second pile of packs, I should say. So there's already plenty of good pulls we've gotten. I get the feeling that means we're probably not going to get much in the other two piles, because that's already really good value. First ever commander was Ramirez in like 2014. Oh, there you go. So that's poor Rajani. He looks so normal there. And then, ooh, lovely. Gotten a foil stained glass swamp. So we've gotten a swamp and a forest so far out of these ones. That's gorgeous. Meteorite. I believe that was in... wasn't that Throne of Eldraine that first got printed? I think. I think it was, anyway. Either way. Meteorite. Contaminated Aquifer. Voda Sea Scavenger. Stall for Time. That was me whenever there was an exam or something like that. Every time. Right, onto the uncommons. Got a Cyclops. Bortuk Bone Rattle. It's really cool artwork. Oh, that artwork, I love that one. Pilfer. Tiny Bones. I love that. Good old Tiny Bones. That's the regular art Erg Spawn of Turg. We've got Wrath. Yeah, Wrath Weatherlight Stalwart. If you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may tap to untap creature's control if you do draw a card. 3 white. Creatures you control get +1/+1, gain vigilance. Not great. Could be worse. Okay. Right, we've got first rare is an evolved sleeper. Ooh, and our foil is a Ragefire Hellkite. 6 mana, 5/3 with flying. Whenever it attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, it gains double strike. Not great, but let's have a foil rare. And then we've got, got a Phyrexian token. That's nice. That's nice artwork. Okay. That's to the side. Open another pack. See what we get. And anyone who's hanging about while I'm doing this, just a reminder that after I've finished all the pack openings, I'm going to be swapping over to Cooking Simulator afterwards for a couple of hours. See how we do there. Because stream's been going about an hour now. So plenty to go. It's our artwork for the art card. Another Seb artwork on the forest there. That's eerie. I like that. Got Negate. Citizen's Arrest. Haunting Figment. Destroy Evil. And Tattered Apparition. Let's see. Runic Shot. These are the uncommons. Micromancer. It's going to focus. There we go. Combat Research. That is Tura Kenrud. Sky Knight. Oh, rare. That is Silver Scrutiny. It's a story spotlight card. You may cast it as if it had flash if X is 3 or less. Draw X cards. That's an interesting one, actually. If you cast it for 5 mana altogether, 5 mana, draw 3 at instant speed. Not great, but I feel like that could have some really good uses, actually. And our foil is a Typool Turtle. And again, a double-sided card that has no use whatsoever, because it says, go to Arena, and then you could be the best in Arena. Don't do that. Don't do that, Wizards. Honestly. Right, okay. Next pack. Moving on. Let's see what we get here. We have... that is the Guardian of Nubenalia. I have that card, the actual card, but the artwork is very nice. I've always loved that motif of the stained glass sort of rainbow thing going on the armor and the shields of the knights and the weapons as well. It's very cool, like very unique. Another Seb land, that is the island. Moody. Tolarian Geyser. Volchtide Turner. We've got Crystal Grotto. And it's the Battlefield Scry 1. That'd be quite useful in a colourless deck or like an Eldrazi or something like that. Enters untapped, and you can tap for colourless, and it lets you scry immediately. It's kind of like, oh, what's the... There was an uncommon land a while ago that's just a... It only lets you tap for colourless, but when it enters... I can't remember what it's called. It's like, something void. Voldalken Void, or something along those lines. Or Voldalken Waste. Something along those lines. And it's got a picture of Teferi on it. Zalfrian Void, that's it, yes. I remember it had Teferi on it. It's like, the winds say, come home, but I cannot. So we've got Sunbathing Root, walalala. Right, so we've got Yotia or Yotia declares war. Inscribed Tablet. Like the iPad if I'd have managed to snag it. Frost Fist Strider. It looks kind of like the Ice Giant when we were playing that Fable game, 1996 Fable. Point and click. Like, you poured oil on me! You fool, I hate oil! Relic Mons, we've got the stained glass artwork. That's really nice. You idiot! I hate oil! And then just lets you do whatever afterwards. You can do that and then just walk away and he doesn't seem to mind. Another Tatiova. That's very nice artwork. So we've got a Quirion Beastcaller. That's kind of a cool card. There's plenty of stuff on a 2-2 for 2. And then our foil is Queen Alanol of Rudark, which is the one I was wanting actually. It's a foil version of the regular art. Having a nice little chat. And then we have a bird token. Okay, let's see what we get in this one. Yeah, exactly. Cool for the tokens. Good to have. Okay, and we've got... That is the Phyrexian Missionary. Again, sounds uncomfortable, but... That's a really cool design, though, with the, like tendrils, like mechanical tendrils coming out, and her armor is just pure metal. That's really cool. And we've got one of these stained glass planes, but not foil, but I absolutely love that design. Impede Momentum, again, I love that artwork, that's really nice. An Elish Faith Bonder. Two mana, deal 3 to any target, instant lightning strike. We tried to bolt, but it's not quite the same. Mossbeard Ancient. It's uncommon. Then Founding the Third Path. Okay, 2 mana Saga. That's, you may cast an instant or sorcery spell with mana value 1 or 2 from your hand without paying its mana cost. Target player mills 4 cards. Exile a target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard, copy it. That's an interesting one, actually. Might use that. Aha, there it is. Relic of Legends. I feel like that's going to be, as a member of our group has said, this is probably going to go up in price, because that's very good. Not amazing, but very good. I'm going to probably put that to the side, honestly. Over here. With Ramirez. We've got Lagamos. Hand of Hatred. That pile of it sorted. Garner. Bloodfist of Keld. We've got Tura Kenarud again. Sky Knight. Okay, we've got our rare of the pack, which is Valiant Veteran. Or Soldier. Other soldiers control get +1/+1. So this is looking like it's going to go into my Soldier's Token deck, which turns into Planeswalkers. 5 mana, exile it from your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on each soldier. Okay, yes, it's good for a soldier deck. Yavimaya Steel Crusher is the foil. Not bad. And this, I will say that these are probably useless, but these have the mini games on them, so it's kind of an interesting way to play. But it's more for the cards that I open these rather than like playing little games while I, you know, open them. But yeah, kind of a cool idea. Let's keep going. So already there's quite a few cards I'm opening here that I feel like I could definitely use for quite a few commander decks that I could just like brew out of nowhere. Because I've got a ton of just like uncommons, commons and rares and stuff like that just sat around. Like, just on a side note, I just counted up all of the rares that I'm not actually using for anything, and it's like, these ones that are sleeved I am using for stuff, but like, there's a ton of stuff here that I've just like, these are all rares that I just don't really have a use for right now, but I will find a use for, you know. Quite a lot of chaff from these commander boxes, collector boxes I opened. This set will be great for budget commanders, definitely. It definitely will be. "2018 Dominaria had some very interesting cards in that you could make great decks with. Ooh, funny enough. The artwork for Bone Splinters, we've got that with the signature. Very nice. That's very cool art. Love that. And then a regular mountain. Jaya's Firenado. Shadow Prophecy. That's very nice artwork. That's Rowena Kai. Oh, I love that. Hey, there it is. Bone Splinters. Yep, yep, yep. Let's go with the artwork we've just pulled. Fantastic spell. So good in like black decks where you can sack things and get really good stuff back. Shali's Acolyte, that's uncommons. Prayer of Binding. Fair enough, there we go. Leaving Skyrider. We've got Ilasil Core. Uncommon. Oh, hello. I'll take that. Jaya, Fiery Negotiator. That's the alternate art, like, no border version. I'm going to sleeve that up. That's nice. Oh. We have another double mythic pack here. We've got a Soul of Windgrace. Not as good as the Jaya, but that is a cat avatar. That's an interesting one, actually. I like that. Oh, and a rare as well. Threats Undetected. So that was 2 mythics and a rare in that pack. That was really good. Not the highest value, but still. Such a library for up to 4. Such a library up to 4 creature cards with different powers and reveal them. An opponent chooses 2 of those cards, shuffle the chosen cards into your library and put the rest into your hand. I like that. That's 3 mana. Guaranteed get 2 of the creatures, and you can have 4 really good ones, so I'll take that. And that's a Dragon Whelp for the foil. And list card is just a 1 mana 2/1 Ascend Sky Marcher Aspirant. There was actually a really good 1-drop, considering it can be a 1 mana 2/1 flying if you have the Blessing of the City. And you can get that quite quickly if you've got lots of tokens. I'm going to add that to the pile. Not a bad pack, that. 2 mythics and a rare. And a list card. Right, we've got a nice piece of artwork there. Shadow Prophecy. I do like that artwork very much. That's very nice. Lands sideways, so it's a bit easier to separate them. We've got another one of those Seb lands. They're plains. I really like that artwork. That's really nice. Right, we've got Tidepool Turtle. Exbane Tortoise. Shore Up. I'm getting all of the sea creatures there. Glowstone Kavu. Tear Asunder. Tail Swipe. Linebreaker Baloth. Yavimaya Iconoclast, we've already seen one of those. Rulik Mons. We've got Joyra. That's very nice artwork. The cannons. And our foil is a Hexbane Tortoise. Lots of turtles and such in that pack. That was an interesting one. Yeah, I was going to say, exile anything in green is just kind of like, hello. I'll have 8. Thank you. Right, what do we got here? We have... That is the artwork for Rona's Vortex. Rona's? Coronas. Got foil mountain. Enthrall to the pit. Extinguish the light. Timely Interference. We've got Ruff, Weatherlight Steward. Braids' Frightful Return. Oh, that's quite good. You may sacrifice a creature if you do. Each opponent discards a card. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand, and then target opponent may sacrifice a non-land, non-token permanent. If they don't, they lose 2 life and you draw a card. Not bad. Monstrous Warleech. Hero's Heirloom. That's equipped creature gets +2/+1. As long as the creature is legendary, it has trample and haste. Interesting, actually. Zar Oljanan, Scion of Efrava. Again, stained glass. Very nice. It's a domain. Ooh, hello. We have Caves of Kolios. I always like having these cards, these lands. They're always good. Ooh, hello. And we have Rith, Liberated Primeval. Another legendary dragon. That's flying, Ward 2. Other dragons you control have Ward 2. Beginning of your own step, if a creature or planeswalker an opponent control was dealt excess damage this turn, create a 4/4 red dragon. That's where the dragon tokens come from. Not bad, not bad. Probably not worth a lot. Look that up. Yeah, about $3. Not bad. And our foil is the Weatherseed Treaty. Cool. And Merfolk. So we've got plenty of rares and mythics to sort through that we could use for lots of things. And we've still got a whole other stack of packs as well to go. Got some great pulls. Actually, I'm going to check how much Jaya is. I've got the alternate art one. That's about $5. I'll take that. Not bad at all. Ooh, hello. Ivy Gleethal Spell Thief. That's the artwork we've got here. That is very Throne of Eldraine looking with the fairies there. I like that. That's really nice. That's really good. With a stained glass swamp. Got automatic librarian. Tolarian Terra. Idyllic Beachfront. Ooh, yeah, the gent is going heavy today. Pixie Illusionist. Another one of those Queen Alanal. Going into the uncommons. That's the Weatherseed Treaty without being foil. Resolute Reinforcements. Urg, Spawn of Turg. Tatiova. Another one of those. Our rare is Plaza of Heroes. I feel like that's quite good, to be honest with you. I feel like that's a good rare. Yeah, $7. That's really good. Putting that to the side. The borderless one goes for like $12 at the moment. Foil is Smash to Dust. That's probably going to go in the Goblin deck. Yeah, it probably will do, I'd have thought. Destroy target. It's a 2 mana sorcery. Destroy an artifact, destroy target creature with Defender, or deals 1 damage to each creature your opponents control. 2 mana to deal 1 to everything, and if you've got something that boosts damage, like hello? That's great. And a game card. Oh, there's some great cards here. I'm definitely not going to be selling them straight away, just to see what happens with them. We've got the Seb art for Swamp there. Let me turn the brightness down on the light a tiny bit. There we go. Nice planes there. Got Bite Down. Bite the Pillow. Molten Monstrosity. Battle Rage Blessing. That's a Minotaur, isn't it? Man, that dude on Reddit who does the Minotaur cards will be very happy about that. Furious Bellow. Another Minotaur. Yeah, so this is the theme I'm getting here for these last 3 cards has been Minotaurs, because we've got the Coalition Warbrute. Joint Exploration, uncommons. Join Forces. Ghana. Wrath. Temporary Lockdown. The Coof. The Coof. Any one of us can be compromised, said Khan. No one leaves until we know who can be trusted. Oh no. Not a good one. Okay, and then we have a Phyrexian Warhorse. Oh, and we have a list card, Vulpine Goliath. 6 mana, 6/5 with Trample. Good old Fox. Dominaria indeed. Hello, Dandy Floss. How are you doing today, Dandy? How was your Minecraft stream, by the way? We've gotten some decent pulls so far. Have you seen Wizards made a mini JRPG for Mark for this set? No. What's that about? Opened anything nice so far? Yes, we've opened some good cards so far. So these are the good hits we've gotten. I was going to say, I was like, wait, what? What talking about? It's an undercard. Yeah, no worries, Dandy. I appreciate you dropping by. So, cards we've gotten that are good. We got a full art foil Chiffon Reef. Got an alternate art Jodar. Got a Serra Paragon. A Sheoldred. We got a Plaza of Heroes. Borderless Jaya. And then we've got a very good set list card hit. Karn Liberated, which is very fitting for this set, I think, with Karn being featured in it again. So we've had some decent pulls so far. Nice set list hit. Best set list hit I've had so far was the Sapphire Medallion, and that was just from a random pack I picked, so I was very happy with that. But yeah, we've had some decent pulls so far, and we've still got another 10 packs to go after this one, so plenty to go, you know. Karn liberated from underwear. True. Doesn't need to hold it in anymore. People just have to stare straight at it. But yeah, we've got our 20th pack here, and then we've got another 10 to go, so we've got plenty. Plenty to go. And we've had some decent like rares and mythics and stuff like that, and a few of the lands. So it's been a good box so far. But yeah, feel free to go off and get yourself some food. I was gonna say, you do long streams, get yourself something to eat, a bit of rest. Thanks for stopping by, I really appreciate it. So we've got, that's Radha as the art card. And, oh, yeah, another one of these. We've already got one, but stained glass foil full art land. I love these. These are so nice. Got Griffin Protector. Soaring Drake. Broken Wings. And onto the uncommons, we've got Baird from Gears of War. We have Protect the Negotiators. Obviously didn't go very well, did it? Another one of the Tura Kenarud. Najal the Stormrunner in the alternate art. Bortuk. I don't know why I read this so badly. It's Bortuk Bone Rattle, but I read it as Bortuk Boner Rattle. Something on the brain, apparently. Ooh, we've got another one of these. We already had one, but Rith Liberated Primeval. This is the stained glass version. We have the regular version. That's very nice. How much does that go for? Let's have a look. The stained glass version. The stained glass is $1 more, so not amazing, but, you know, still. I'm going to say no to that. King Darien, I believe it's like the 48th or something like that. 38th or something like that. Because I can't remember what L stands for in numeration, Roman numeration. But either way, that's very good commander for a tokens, like a cheap tokens deck. Oh, and a foil rep, Academy Lawmaster. The true mommy. Oh, we've got the emblem for Jaya as well. That goes with our Planeswalker card. I'll take that. $50 thinks of 48 sounds right. There it is. Yeah, we've got some decent hits so far. I'm going to put those there. Yeah, I can never remember. Like, I know about, like, X and, like, VI and everything like that, but L always the one that's like, But yeah, if it's XL, then it's 40, because it's not 50, it's 10 less. So, logic. Okay, on to our last 10 packs of the box. Let's hope we get something decent. Let's see, like, a Liliana or a Timeless Lotus or an Ajani. I'd love to pull on Ajani, because that's the card that I'm, like, most interested in getting a hold of. So let's see what we get here. I don't care if it's like not even the most expensive card in the set. It's just like, I could use it, you know? So we've got the artwork for regular Jaya. Very nice. Another Sebland. Right, we've got Salvaged Mana Worker. Maganoth Sentry. Gaia's Might. Barkweave Crusher. Coalition Sky Knight. That's 4 mana 2/2 flying and enlist. Not great. Battlewing Mystic. Balmor. Tura Kenarud. And then our first rare, the beautiful artwork for Joyra. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? I think that's the best of the stained glass artwork arts, honestly. That's beautiful. Like, so much detail, so much interesting stuff that's in the artwork. Beautiful. And it's a rare, which it deserves. Oh, another rare there, which is Astor, Bearer of Blades. We've got a foil Phyrexian Missionary. And then a... oh yeah, it's a token, so Phyrexian token. Right. Pack 9. Pack 9 to go. That worked for the cat dude. Lanes. Stained glass. Right, Radiant Grove. Take up the shield. On the hand. Aggressive Sabotage. Onto the uncommons. Warhost's Frenzy. There's a regular Rada. Sheoldred's Restoration. Ooh, spooky. There's an alternate art Rada. We have a Briar Hydra. Try and put that into my modern-ish Hydra deck. Ooh, an Archangel of Wrath. That's an interesting one. Oh, and the foil is another rare. We've got Nemata Primeval Warden. Stained glass foil. Very nice. Tree Folk. Take that. And then... Ooh, an Ornithopter token. Very nice. Always use that. I wish you bought this box instead now. Sorry, kid. Can't let you have it. Can't let you have it, kid. Sorry, buddy. I mean, if there's any cards that you're interested in getting, then I'll be happy to, like, trade them to you, for certain. I'm not going to be trying to keep a hold of all of them, obviously, but... Alright. 8 packs to go. So we've got the artwork for Najal. Another Seb art land, the island. Butterfly Swarm. Writhing Necromass. Tribute to Urborg. Right, uncommons. Shiona. Just Rona. Sheoldred's Faithful. Rona's Vortex. Elas Ilkor. Phyrexian Core Cleric. Interesting for cleric decks. Beduvian Berserker. Dragon Whelp. Elas Ilkor again, but in the stained glass finish. Temporal Firestorm for the rare. Snare Spinner. Ooh, what's this? Sabo Tavok. That's an interesting one. Look that up. That's a few dollars. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's an interesting 7 mana legendary 7/4. First strike protection from legends. 2 black and tap, destroy target legend. It can't be regenerated. Interesting. Foil one of them. Interesting, yeah. I was going to say, a foil one going for like $90 odd. Very, very good. All of that, that's good. Alright, 7 packs to go. That's probably the last list card we got. Maybe one left, I don't know. Let's see what we get. So we've got the artwork there for Tori Devenant. Regular planes. Now, I need to make sure I've got more of these sort of cards. Card draw my Goblin deck. I need more of these, like Thrill of Possibility. Underworld Cookbook reference, very good. Asmarana Manica Dice de Kuldakar. Very nice. Splatter Goblin. Black Goblin there. Hey, Tazabaki, hope you're doing well today. Nearly at the end of this box of Magic cards. We've got Colossal Growth there. Goblin Picker, that could definitely go on the deck because it's good to be able to draw and discard. Love Song of Night and Day. So any Oasis song, basically. I'll take that. Oh, it's an uncommon. Hang on. Get it in the right pile. Night of Dusk's Shadow. That's a good uncommon. Night of Dawn's Light, the opposite. Tori Devenant again. We've got Tachiova. Ooh, very good rare there. Runvelt Hordemaster. Again, I already got one of those in the pre-release pack, but that's a very good goblin. Very, very good goblin. Yeah, how much does that go for? Probably not a lot, but... Oh, I got to nearly $4. That's pretty good. I prefer to be completed than listen to Oasis. Based response. Okay, we've got a foil salvaged mana worker. Nothing amazing. And then a useless piece of cardboard. Right. So this is 6 packs to go. We have another signed art card, which is for the Balduvian Berserker. That's a nice signature, actually. Another Seb land, that's the mountain again. Urborg Repossession. Haunted Maya. We've got to get Liliana for the fabled quad mommy box. God, that'd be so good if I did. Toxic Abomination. And Bog Badger. Onto the uncommons. Choking Miasma. Territorial Marrow. Sengir Koinasua. Yoda's Codex. Again, I feel like that's really good. Especially in 5 colours. That's kind of crazy. Bortuk Boner Rattle. We got a Braids Arisen Nightmare regular. Najal the Stormrunner for our foil. Phyrexian token. 5 to go. That'd be great if I got Liliana, but I'm not banking on it. But still, we've gotten some really good cards out of this. So I'm happy with it. Okay, we've got the art for Mana Cannons. Same land again, interestingly enough. Snare Spinner. Evermire Sojourner. Vine Shaper Prodigy. Juniper Order Root Weaver. Tangled Islet. Nail into the uncommons. Slimefoot Survey. Electrostatic Infantry. That's another Aaron. That's the stained glass version. The Golden Argosy. I almost said Argosy. Like, Ayo girl, look at that Golden Argosy. That's very bad. Whenever Golden Argosy attacks, exile each creature that crewed it this turn, return them to the battlefield tapped under their owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Interesting. Okay. That's an interesting one. July's Acolyte. Oh, and we got a Keizeto Orochi Archmage. I think I've already gotten one of these in the list slot, actually. In the last box I opened. Yeah, if it can't be... Yeah, I remember this one. Can't be blocked. If it's a snake, gets +2/+2. Interesting deck idea, if you can get the snakes for it. But, bit of a weird list card. But we did get another list card, which is kind of cool. Alright, 4 cards to go. 4 packs to go, sorry. Let's hope for something nice. So that is Shana, Purifying Blade. That's, oh yeah, that's nice artwork. Katana vibes. Got a foil Plains. We've got the Samite Herbalist. Eerie Soul Tender. Basically just getting to the very end of the box. I might as well just like get through it. Deathbloom Gardener. Onto the uncommons. We've got Najal. Balloon Battle Hymn. Twin Fire. Twinferno even. Largamos. Tyrannical Pit Lord. Okay, this is a multiple rares pack. Tyrannical Pit Lord. Big old demon. Flying Trample, 6 mana, 6/6. As it enters the battlefield, choose another creature controlled. The chosen creature gets +3/+3 and has flying. When it leaves the battlefield, sacrifice the chosen creature. Interesting. Not bad. Sten, Paranoid Partisan. That's an interesting one. Lanoir, Lone Speaker. Ooh, now that's a good elf, I think. That's pretty good. Wait 2 seconds. Oh, I got a Defiler of Vigor a while ago in the previous thing. That's like worth $5. That's pretty good. I'll have to put that in the pile. And foil coastal growth. That's a treasure token. Not bad. So, yeah, 3 packs left. Let's hope for a mythic. Let's try and get a mythic in these. Why not? Why not? I think we've had a pretty good pack. Pretty good box. With having Sheoldred, Sarah Paragon, and a Khan Liberated. And a couple of cards that I think are going to go up in value, like you say. So, yeah, it's been a good box. Very good. Ooh, got the artwork for Joda. That's beautiful. The Seb Land. Wooded Ridgeline. E2 Amplifier. And the Impulse. Llanowar Stalker. I've got Cut Down. Balduvian Atrocity. The Phyrexian Missionary. Vodar. Vohar even. Vohar Voldarian Desecrator. Okay. Sulphurous Springs. Alternate artwork. That's very nice. Lovely. Urtai Resurrected. We did get another mythic, but it's a foil mythic. And it's Soul of Windgrace. Not amazing, but I wouldn't mind trying to make a deck around that, actually. Considering a present I got given recently was a Crucible of Worlds. I just need to get a Renin 6 and it's sorted, isn't it? Interesting, okay. So, how much does that go for? Let's have a look. Foil one of these. $6! Okay, yeah, I'm sleeving this up. That will make an interesting deck, I think. Probably a hated deck, but still. That's an interesting one. Right, last 2 packs. Let's go. Got the artwork there for Destroy Evil. A mountain. Vanquisher's Axe. Yavimaya Steel Crusher. I've opened quite a few, I'm not going to lie. Murta's Outrider. We'll have a count after we've done this. Sacred Peaks. Zar Ojnan. Nishtoba Brawler. Phoenix Chick. Flies of Victory. Rona. Danitha Benalia's Hope. So this is a knight that I've been interested in, like, considering putting into my knight's deck. 5 mana, which is a bit expensive. First strike, Vigilance, Lifelink for a 4/4. When it enters the battlefield, you may put an aura or equipment card from your hand or graveyard onto the battlefield attached to her. That's a really, really good rare in a knight's deck, especially with equipment. That's, yeah, that's, wow. Like that. Thalarian Geyser for the foil. And a Badger. Look at that Badger boy. Okay, last pack then. We'll open this and then we'll count the mythics and the rares, see what we got. Because, I mean, that's like 2 or 3 packs where we've had like 2 or 3 rares or mythics in it. Which is pretty good. Good set box for the amount of things we get in it. Even if they're not necessarily the best, it's still really good. Last artwork is Nael. Neil. Stained Glass Mountain. Oh, that is very nice, that one. Alright. Argivian Phalanx. Talos Lookout. Machino, Branch Rider. Okay, onto the uncommons. Got an Aaron. Colt Conscript. Also, we've gotten more uncommons than commons, which is great. Lagamos. Bowtie's Scorn. We've got Vohar. Wrath. Caves of Kolios, the regular one, which I will definitely be using. And then foil Citizen's Arrest. And that's a monk with prowess. So let's have a count of the mythics we pulled. And rares as well. So not bad at all, this box. Honestly, not bad at all. Right, let's get them into the separate piles. Soul Windgraves, I've got 2 of those. Bit interesting, but there it is. Very even, man. Plenty of those lands as well, which is nice. So that's the rares. And mythics. 1, 2, 3. They're not 12, but plenty. Let's put it that way. So, rares, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got 36 rares. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mythics. So, I mean, it was in the double digits. So, you know, it's the main thing, I suppose, isn't it? But yeah, 10 mythics and that many rares. I'd say that was a good box overall. Plenty of really good cards. And plenty of really interesting uncommons as well. And we've got, like, what, 3 of those stained glass foil lands? They're like £1 each. I think that's a good box, honestly. We've got a couple of the cards that were on the list as well. We've got the Sheldred, which is going for... What are we looking at here? Oh, Sheldred's gone up to $30 odd. Serra is $15. That's like $50 there. And a bunch of other cards. I didn't get the Ajani, unfortunately, but I can always get another, like, one of those. I don't think they're too expensive, just the regular one. Yeah, well played, exactly. If I just get a regular Ajani, that's going for about $6 or $7, so, you know, not bad at all. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. Okay. Well, thank you very much for watching me open all those. I am going to go BRB. I'm going to get some bits and bobs sorted for the rest of my stream. And we will move on to Cooking Simulator. So bear with me 2 seconds. I will move over to the BRB screen, where you'll be able to see what I am booting up. So just bear with me 2 seconds.